Mumbai Indians
रन लगाएंगे
Mumbai Indians
जान लगाएंगे
Mumbai Indians जलवा दिखा देंगे हम Mumbai Indians
लोहा जला देंगे पानी जला देंगे
दुनिया हिला देंगे हम दुनिया हिला देंगे हम दुनिया हिला देंगे हम Mumbai Indians Mumbai Indians दुनिया हिला देंगे हम अब दुनिया हिला दे हम दुनिया हिला देंगे हम दुनिया हिला दे हम Mumbai Indians
Lost for words. I mean, this was the heights of just हाथ लगा नहीं मुंह लगा लेकिन हाथ ना लगा whatever it's called.
I don't know what it's called. Even I'm lost for words. I think it was a good game of cricket, but then यार हाथ का गया यार.
Not.
हाथ हाँ मतलब literally हाथ की मैच थी. We were really close.
Calm down.
I feel I
It's
know.
calm down.
नहीं मारने नहीं जा
It's okay.
रहा.
It's okay.
How
It's
many was
okay.
it? 17 runs of the last over?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
And-
like, we grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh yeah.
And-
Best way to say it.
That's the way to say it. And I think at this, it's okay, breathe, it's
I-
fine.
I-
It's okay, it's fine. But I think at this time, they had to hold their nerves. It was a matter of holding their nerves and just sticking to his onslaught or maybe a Yorker length delivery. I know we have the best finisher in the Chennai Super Kings camp, whether it was Dhoni, whether it was Bravo, but we just
I don't think
needed
any of them are
to.
the best finishers in the world anymore. It's been a while since they have been.
The name still is.
Names don't win you games though. The hitting does, and I think this is just bad bowling. Honestly, I completely disagree with the fact that Dhoni has been close to. I don't think he's hit 150 in the last. I think 12-15 innings.
But I still think he's one of the best finishers
I
in
mean,
the world. I mean,
no,
that
he's
is,
not.
that
His
is-
record shows that he's not. How many innings has he finished in the last 20 odd games? None. One, he's made a 50 in the first inning. So you cannot call him the best finisher in the world when he's not finishing games.
I think Unadkat was a lot under pressure.
Yeah, I
that
think
is
that's
true.
it. And
He should have
everyone
held-
is
he should have
finding
held it
one game
together,
against
yeah.
MI to perform. Look at Pat Cummins. Look at a lot of these
Mayank
players.
Agarwal.
Yeah, exactly. All of these guys who are not in form, not the best. Like,
दिन
you
Punjab
can't call a
Kings-
38-year-old man the best finisher in the world right now because then cricket has an insult to cricketers.
Chidu, if he was listening to you right now, he
Whoever
would
is
have been
listening,
like,
trust me, you cannot
I
call a
have
38-year-old
ICC
man.
trophies in my cabinet.
But that is not going to win you games right now. You're
That is
calling
true.
a 38-year-old man the best finisher in the
That-
world,
that is
which
true.
is
That is-
completely not cool. But again, it's been just hard to digest. If a Shivam Dubey would have done that, I would say a slightly younger player.
Yeah.
But man, giving someone who's on his way out of just all forms of cricket we had the game, man. 17 runs in the last over.
It should have been our game. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel for Rohit Sharma because
I know.
superb captaincy today.
He did really well with whatever he
Penultimate
had.
over, Bumrah bowled fantastically well, right? He got the right bowlers. Daniel Sams,
Yeah.
we've been giving him so much flack. I think he's come back stronger, harder, better. Taking a four, which is amazing. But I mean, it's cricket, right? And unfortunately, it hurts more because we've lost a bunch of games.
Yes.
In fact, let's have a look at the match summary and then talk about it.
Yeah.
A few positives in the form of bowling as well. We are concerned. I think they did well today.
Hrithik Shokeen, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. for
Major
him.
positive. Mumbai Indians scoring 155, giving up 7 wickets. Chennai Super Kings 156 for 7. Raidu scoring 40, Uthappa 30, and Dhoni scoring 28 of 13. Sam's picking 4 wickets for 30 runs. Unadkat 2 for 48 today. He's the one who gave away a lot of runs. And Riley picking 1 wicket and giving away 24 runs.
No, but I don't know what's happening. You know how the Gujarat team, every game there's someone who's stepping up to the plate and winning them the game. I think for our team, every game there is one bowler who's leaking runs.
Yes,
and that is the reason that. And you know, it's happening every game.
Yeah.
And I don't know where does MI go from here because we've tried everything, all the permutations, combinations. I don't see an Arjun Tendulkar coming and winning games.
Yes, and I think this was the closest we've
We've
come
got-
to a victory.
Ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever.
You know, the foot was in the air, this was the ground, the foot was in the air, and we just needed to put it down there.
Every time I feel like अब जीतेंगे
Yeah.
अब जीतेंगे और ये तो मतलब लास्ट बॉल तक था
I
that
think
अब जीतेंगे
exactly.
यार, but,
This was the game we had to win, yeah? There's no excuse here. There's no excuse here
Yeah.
at all.
But yeah, exactly. I think again, there's not much I can poke further than I did last game.
Yeah.
Because it's the same basics, right? So again, I'm going to say, please be patient, Paltan. Don't write the season off. I honestly, if you asked me as a fan and as a lover of Mumbai Indians, we're going to get a couple on right now. I don't see us qualifying this season, but I would still say shut your eyes, pray to whoever you believe in, and hopefully miracles happen, stranger things have happened in cricket. But let's get some fans on and get their reactions. Yeah, I know, man, I know. Just this is it. But I tell you what, Jainam, don't worry about it, man. I know all of us here, MI fans, are a bit upset.
Very upset.
Very upset. I'm just trying to. But where do you think we lost it, man? We had it till the 19th over. I think through and through, if you take 40 overs of the game till the 39th over, I think there was very few times that it was in Chennai's favor. Where do you see us losing it?
The very first over of the match and the very last over of the match.
Well said.
That's
Well
about it.
said.
Yeah.
Very well
That's about
said.
it.
Agreed.
Like losing a captain, a very fine opener on such a delivery, and the most expensive player by far that Mumbai Indians have bought in. And I know people are going to criticize that he's been bought expensive. Every time an expensive player doesn't perform this, that. But we're thinking on a longer term in that case. So obviously losing them both in the very first over, though fine bowling by Chaudhary, but losing them on the first over was where it was really, really tough for our other batsmen to cover up.
Yeah.
And last over by Jaydev Unadkat means, it's a thing that he has been gone for runs ever since a long time and all, but still we believed in him.
Yeah.
MI was the team that believed in him. And you just can't give the balls below the bat and to player like MS Dhoni.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Player who's batting at number 11 would also smack you for a 6.
Yeah.
So that's
Jaydev himself would have hit
ridiculous
that
on
ball
his
for a
part.
6. So if Jaydev bowled to Jaydev and he bowled that delivery, it would have probably gone over the boundary. But I think we're just being a little too harsh because look, for a bowler of his stature, yes, he's been around. It's not like it's his first ever IPL. Do you think somewhere, I'm going to stick to the point that you made about the price tag on Ishan Kishan. It's not his fault, right? He didn't say, "Mere ko itne mein kharido." He had a base price. He went whatever, how many ever times over that. But I think for him right now, it's very important for the seniors to come and put their arm on their shoulder and say, forget about that price tag. Because I think somewhere it does play a mind. When you're worth 15.25 crores, it tends to play, I think. So it's just one of those seasons where nothing is going right. Kunal, what needs to happen from here onwards, man?
No, before that, actually, I want to speak with Neha because she's smiling a lot. And it's really hard to see because this season हम लोग को एक बार भी chance नहीं मिला वो करने का.
Better mic is off.
Yeah, but Neha, मुझे एक बात बताओ. Like last, there was some discussion about Dhoni not being the finisher that he used to be before. 17 needed of the last 6 deliveries. Unadkat bowling. Dhoni on strike. Did you expect? लगा था Dhoni would finish it off?
Firstly, don't just discard my man yet. He is here. He is there to stay and he will make sure the team wins it. Of course, he tries it every single time. Her time nahi ho payega.
I think your camera is dancing just like
17 runs was a bit difficult. I wouldn't say nahi कि बहुत easily Dhoni कर लेता. But हो गया. Whatever it is, he did his job.
Yeah.
I would say I was maybe 65% sure कि शायद धोनी कर लेगा.
Yeah.
But thanks to Robin and Uttapa's and Raidu's partnership as well, that I think held together the game for us. Otherwise, कोई partnership नहीं थी. But Dhoni does magic for the team. भले वो captain है, नहीं है, ऊपर खेल रहा है, नीचे खेल रहा है, नहीं खेल रहा है, whatever it is, he just somehow makes it together for the team. So don't just discard my man yet. He will come, hit you in the face when you least expect it.
We'll see at the end of this. You're still second last on the table. Let me remind you, your man hasn't got your team really high up. You're still second last on the table. So your man is...
The man won the match against Mumbai. That's important.
That's if beating Mumbai meant you winning the title, you wouldn't have 5. You have 4. So it's still one low. Sanmay, I'm going to come to you, buddy. Tough day for us. Thrilling victory for you guys. I think arguably the best. And it's always sweeter when it comes against your most bitter rivals. Would you make any sort of changes if you, looking as an outsider, looking into the MI squad, do you think anything can be done about this squad, or they just need to play more as a team and kind of build on what they already have?
At least you can try playing this team for few more games and see how it's panning out for you all. I would just say that just MI is doing really good in patches. They are not doing it collectively. They have to just try to play as a team and get. Then only you will get over the over the line. You will cross the line. अभी भी कर सकते हैं. Still, I feel that they are हारेंगे वो पक्का. There is no chance of weak qualifying. We just can enjoy and have some team state in our hands. But मैं फिर भी बोलूँगी back this team. Somewhere around the corner you will get. You have found the Hrithik Shaukin. He looks really good with ball in hand and with bat in hand both. You have Tilak Verma. You have DB. So you have found these players. Just allow them to stick them around. I still feel somewhere if you bring in someone like Arjun Tendulkar, you can build on it. Yeah. But for now, I just think stick with this team, see how they play out in a few more games, and then think about changing.
I agree with that. Jana, मुझे एक बात बताओ. You're an MI fan right now. It's just a mathematical possibility that we can make it to the playoffs. But realistically, I'm not sure. I'm too bored to even look at the points table right now.
Okay, fair.
जो भी है, like realistically, we are not making it to the playoffs, and that's fine. We've done it a couple of times, won the title, but right now, realistically, we are not. पर जन्म आप क्या चाहते हो कि अभी के टीम में we should plan and decide क्या playing होना चाहिए अगले season onwards and start working on that with the risk कि हम लोग आगे के matches भी हारेंगे और what do you want?
Definitely, we should try that only. Now we know that it's mathematically only possible.
Yeah.
Not any by other means or anything. But now 7 matches down the line and we've not won any. So obviously now the build-up should start for the next season itself. And on the other case, we have so many youngsters. And we've seen teams backing them really well, building up on them. So now it's time. We already seen Tilak Verma, such a find that Mumbai Indians have got. Devol Brevis already playing such a good knocks. And obviously now you can bank on Arjun Tendulkar and get in a few more youngsters to have a game time, have a feel of the environment. So before the next season, they're already ready for it. And again, then Mumbai Indians will be the team to watch out for.
Agree with that.
when you said that second innings में first over और last over महंगी पड़ी, मैं ये पूछ रही हूँ आपको कि यार ठीक है second innings में ये over महंगे पड़े, but first innings का क्या?
First innings,
no, he said first innings का first over.
मैंने वही बोला या first
for
innings
two
first over.
2 for 2 in the first innings.
So
And
मैं ये पूछ रही थी आपको कि अगर just in case हमारी जो top order batsmen हैं वो अगर अच्छे से काम करे, अपना बेस्ट दे, तो लगता है कि ये स्कोर 155, 156 के आगे जा सकता था.
100%. If Rohit Sharma starts clicking, you know what happens.
Yeah.
That's the only thing which I have to say.
Neha, on that note, Rohit Sharma, the captain of the Mumbai Indians, do you think, he could have tactically done something different on that note? I know, I'm looking from an outside perspective from here, from a CSK point of view. So do you think, because at the end of the day, Rohit Sharma is someone who's going to lead India into the World T20. So do you think he needs to try something different to adjust himself, firstly as a player, to lead from the front?
Sorry, this is a question to me?
Yeah.
Yes, Neha, right.
Oh, okay.
You're the only Neha we see.
Firstly, just going back to Jayanam's point where he said that could have made more runs, I think we could have restricted you to a lower total क्योंकि हमने बहुत misfielding की है. And कुछ ऐसे meme भी आया था that Chennai has been dropping catches like the Crush has been dropping hits.
Yes.
So yeah, I think we could have restricted you a little lower total. But going to that, I think he doesn't need to change anything. Yaar. I mean, Rohit Sharma has won many matches for us. When it comes to Team India wala mindset, I'm leaving Mumbai and Chennai here right now. I'm just focusing on the Team India mindset.
Yes.
I think he's there, yaar. I think just a matter of few matches. उसने काफी captaincy कर रखी है Mumbai Indians में for so many years. Just one bad season cannot take away anything big from him that he needs to change something ultra fundamentally or anything. I think he just needs to be there and focus on things. And in terms of a batsman also leading as an opener, I think it's just a phase again, yaar. I mean, you cannot just discard all the good things that he's done in the past. It's just probably a bad phase. And I hope that this bad phase will help him to come out stronger and be more prepared for the World Cup. So fundamentally, कुछ गलत नहीं लग रहा है. It's just matter of few matches. I think nothing to worry about.
But Neha, do you feel somewhere down the line, you know, playing back-to-back cricket, somewhere workload has shown its side effects, somewhere, everywhere, you know, you see Virat Kohli, you see Rohit Sharma. Do you think workload has played its side effects here?
I think it's definitely everybody needs that kind of break where we can come out from a fresh perspective, reflect upon their batting or skills or everything. As you rightly said about Virat Kohli, he wanted to lower his burden and maybe focus on his batting, and he wanted to give up captaincy and focus on other things. So I'm sure Rohit Sharma will understand and kind of, you know, manage the workload management kind of thing. But I think that definitely plays a toll on everybody.
Yes.
Back-to-back matches hai, IPL hai, then the prep for other thing. A good break in between acha rahega. But of course, I think that plays a major role. Yeah, we do need to shift the burden somewhere, somehow, maybe different formats, different captaincy. I'm always in for that, but that doesn't seem to happen.
You know, Binash, actually, to answer your question, I think you're absolutely right. But I think the workload, I think right now is more mental than physical.
Exactly.
Because we have seen Virat Kohli was rested for the South Africa series. So they get ample time for their bodies to recover. But when you have a billion eyes on you at all times, right?
I was looking for that answer.
You know, you look at even a Mahendra Singh Dhoni or a Virat Kohli, people of that stature, all eyes on them, right?
You know,
regardless
absolutely
of what
right, absolutely right. Because
wearing.
you have no clue, you know. They go out there, they give their best, they play outstanding cricket, but you have no clue what goes on in their mind. You know, it's so difficult to read on that note, you know, what they are going through. How can you help them, you know, push past that positive mindset?
That's all we can do, right?
That's absolutely. As friends, as family, that's all you can do, you know. But at the end of the day, I always, you know, मैं आ रही थी actually सुबह, and I was just thinking to myself that, you know, आज क्या होने वाला है? I was like, खेलना तो तुम्हें अकेले ही होगा, पर पुकारोगे जब भी हजारों दिलों से दुआएं चलेगी. You know, that's something which I always thought of for them.
Please end it with a thoko.
But I also feel that they are seasoned players, and maybe shuru mein when they enter their career, they always feel that, you know, all the eyes are on us.
Yeah.
But I think now, jitne mein unke interviews or press conferences dekhti hu, what they say is they just treat every match as one match at a time, and that doesn't really matter to them ke billions eyes are on them. Shuru mein maybe hota hoga, but I think they are seasoned players now, and then they can manage that.
I love the fact you've probably played over 200 ODIs for the country, so you would know best. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us on
Just
that
from
note.
the conferences.
We'll come back stronger, harder, better. And Janam, smile, bro. Don't worry about it. We got this. We got this. Wow, always fun to have a little extra cocky fan. But I mean, I guess they can enjoy and gloat in their victory today. But look, guys, just I don't know how I'm gonna get some sleep today and get ourselves. But again, next game is it 24th? Is our next game, right? Which is oh my God, Sachin Paji's birthday.
Yeah.
It's at Wankhede. One can only hope that his son makes his debut there. But look, guys, on behalf of the team, let me today say I am so sorry. It hurts, and I guess you can tell that in the tone of my voice today. It's just unforgivable. But we're going to be here again on game day on Sunday to support our team with all the love and support with this amazing team of co-hosts that I have. So peace out, good night, and tough one, but smile.